everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Giants going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. He'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. First down. Winters. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go. Blue, landed. Leopard.
Off play action. Winters. Flushed out. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first down. Winters. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Marty!
Throwing again. Winters. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw on second down. Winters. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is knocked down from the side. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nazir Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Blue lining.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd down following the run.
Now let's go.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. Winters shrugs him off. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They go counter with Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Winters. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Operating from the gun, Winters, and he fires one, but incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They run the counter now on 1st down. Room past the 20. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. A big play there, 94 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Winters finds Roberts left side. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Off the play fake. Winters. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll look to throw now on first. This one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 37. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throw left side complete. It's Roberts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw again. Silva trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winters. And some space here. Broken tackle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Looking to throw. Winters. And finding the tight end Hooper. 1 yard is the gain. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Winters. It's caught by Roberts. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Winters. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Back to the air on second down. Winters. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go. Blue 90. Back to that Philly. Here we go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
To throw on second down, Winters. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are back within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Winters steps away to his left. And now running right through it. Now he's going to let it go deep left, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. To throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Silva. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Silva. Forced out to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Here we go now. Back to the Philly. Here we go. No. Leopard.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. In motion left is Perriman. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is the quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Now, that was simply frustrating for the defense. They did everything they were supposed to, including putting a hit on the quarterback as he delivered the ball. Yet, it still resulted.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 23. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Silva. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Winters. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw now on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winters, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
From the gun, Winters. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
Looking to throw. Winters. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on 1st down. Winters buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue, landing.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Winters. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
To throw again. Winters. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And he's got Rome. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, it's Gardner. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just Lost a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winters. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the downward